Hey guys, how's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we are back with some Evergrey Eternal Nocturnal. Alright, so this is going to be off Evergrey's upcoming album, also dropping in February 26th, Escape of the Phoenix. So all three bands we're checking out, all releasing at the same time, which is different. I'm not used to them all dropping at the same time when I'm reacting to them, but this one was my choice. I really wanted to check out one of their newer songs. I think I already checked out the other one. What's it called? I'm pretty sure they dropped another one too. Let's see here. Just checking. I know just before anyone asks, because I'm pretty sure someone might ask to check out the other one. Yeah, I think it's Forever Outsider. Yeah, they dropped it a month ago there, or that could have been off. It says 2020, so it might have been actually... No, it says 2020, but it is on this new album. I don't know. Maybe that was just a mistake on their part. Maybe they just wanted to put when they released it. I'm not quite sure. But I did check out that one on my own time, and I quite enjoyed it. So I definitely want to check out this. They've been putting out some amazing music. It's one of my other favorite bands. I know ever since I had heard In Orbit with Floor, and then their last album, was it The Atlantic, was it? I think I remember the name of it. It's not often I see the name of the album. I just know the songs that I listen to on the album, so hopefully I didn't mess that up. But anyway, enough with me just chatting away. Let's jump in and check this one out, huh? Oh, they're coming in heavy. I'm going to stop it there before it kicks into anything else. As expected, I love his vocals. Every time I hear him, he just has one of those voices that just for me personally, it just hits me a certain way. I don't know. I just love his vocals. Just anytime I'm hearing him singing. He always has catchy melodies. I love his harmonies he does with himself. It's just great. I see here he was playing guitar as well with them on this track. I don't know. I think he only does it on certain tracks. I'm not sure if he always plays guitar with them live, because I haven't really checked out much live tracks from them. But it's also just a cool thing to see there. I'm enjoying the feeling of this. It seems to be they're going heavy on this album, and it's just like a nice mix. It still has like their sound, but it's pretty heavy. Just straight up like heavy riffage going on, going back to the last album. Again, I think it was The Atlantic. It was there's a lot more of like orchestration. There was guitar work, of course. There always is with these guys, but it wasn't straight on like chugging. But it's interesting because it's like that heavy riffage mixed with, it's like a melodically done though, which is, I like that. It fits their style, and it gets in that heaviness factor as well. let's continue, and of course I'll bring it back in a few seconds. Okay, before he gets into that solo, I'm going to say that chorus again. Today, all these recordings I've done, this is my last one of the night, but all three. We did Architects, and we did Epica, and now we're ending it off with Evergrey for my recording night, and every single one of them have had catchy choruses so far that I know I'm just going to want to learn and sing along with them because they're all catchy. I've loved every single one of them, and it's very rare that I sit down, record, even back in the day, and I would be just like caught by every chorus that did in the night, because it might have something to do with the fact that now that I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on groups I enjoy or things just coming out. Like, it's not going to just be a lot of random bands as well, because the thing with that form of doing reactions as well, just grabbing everything that everybody says, is there is going to be a lot that's less interesting to me as well, because it doesn't fit, what I normally enjoy and listen to all the time. So it might also be that factor. But it does make it quite enjoyable when you do 3 songs in a row in a night that all the choruses are catchy, and I've enjoyed all the songs so far as well, which is very interesting too. Another thing I'm really enjoying is, again, just the heaviness going on here. I'm just enjoying it. The more I'm listening to it, the more I'm enjoying it. Usually I really like their melodic orchestration where it's a little bit more calm throughout, and then all of a sudden there's heavy parts mixed in and all that, but just being heavy most of the way through so far has been really cool too. It's just different, and I like different. It's something I always enjoy with my music. So let's continue. It looks like he's going to be playing a guitar solo. I want to hear that. Stop it there. We got to talk about the solos. Those are both quite impressive. I find Evergrey does amazing solos in general. I've always enjoyed their solos. They're really good on these 2 solos. I'm quite impressed, actually. But almost every single song I've heard by them that there's been a guitar solo in, it's been really good. And in power metal, it's not always like that, I don't always feel like that's something I get, that I'm really enjoy the solos all the time. There's a lot of they're usually more on the tame side, but I found Evergrey, they always have a good mixture in their solos, and I always really enjoy them, and they both nailed their solos here. Those were top notch. when you're really dedicated to a guitar as well, I didn't mention earlier, the guitarists, I don't know all their names, but he has the paint's really used on the guitar. You know he's had that for a long time, and he just loves that guitar. I always love seeing that because it just shows how dedicated some artists get to their instruments, and they just fall in love with them, and they just love that instrument, and it just shows how much they just stick with it and just really enjoy it and just play it no matter how used it gets down. They don't repaint it because they don't want to change anything about it. They just love the way it is. They see it as just aging, and I love that. I would probably do the same thing if I played guitar, which I don't, because we tried that road when I was younger. It just wasn't for me. But man, like, even though, like, so far for this album, I'm not enjoying it as much as I did The Atlantic. And I'm still not sure if I'm getting the album name right. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But I am still enjoying it, though. Like, it's super catchy, as usual with them. Like, I know I'm still going to end up listening to this album on repeat, no matter what. But this is pretty much just going to be coming down to my preference that I have for sound, like music in general, is what it'll come down to. You know, like sometimes a band puts out an album that for a lot of people they don't like it, and certain people like it more. It hits better. That's what I think it's going to come down to. And off of the 2 tracks I've heard off this album so far, it's starting to sound like it won't be as catchy for me as the last one, just because I do love those over-the-top orchestration parts, instrumental parts in there, which seems to be a little bit less in this album. But with his vocals still in there, that kind of guitar work going on, and the other members of the band as well, mixing in their unique talents into it, it's still going to be a great album. I can already tell. So that is the album Escape of the Phoenix, which is coming out February 26th. I always like to mention it whenever the bands are coming out soon for you guys to know as well. And I can't wait for them to drop. I'm sure they're going to drop at least another song before this, hopefully 2, for Lucky. I didn't think they dropped anything since this one from what I've seen from a quick look there. So, but if they drop something else, I'll definitely be checking them out again, because they are one of my favorite bands to go to if I want some like epic symphonic power metal kind of symphonic. I shouldn't say symphonic, just some epic power metal is more what I should say. I just say symphonic to a certain degree because they've thrown a lot of orchestration and keyboards. But yeah, whatever. The genre thing's not important, so it does not matter. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed checking them out as much as I did. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see when I release new videos. And as always, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later.